To eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Emily Bennett. Connor James has the night off. We begin tonight in Laurel County. That's where a man sheriff's deputies searched months for is now behind bars. They believe he is behind an attempted rape. This is Walter Darling. He faces numerous charges, including attempted rape and impersonating a police officer. WYMT's Katie Cook breaks down how they found him.
A few months ago, we told you a story about a woman. She was driving along Highway 192 in London when she looked up and saw flashing lights pulling over like anyone would do. But those flashing lights did not belong to a police officer. Officials say they belonged to 46-year-old Walter Darling, who was in the passenger seat of the car.
The passenger in that vehicle gets out, comes up to her vehicle, armed with a knife of some sort.
Sheriff's Deputy Gilbert Achardo says Darling made her drive to an unknown location where he attempted to sexually assault her, but she was able to get away.
I think Laurel Countyans can feel a little bit safer right now because we have this guy behind bars.
While working on another case, Deputy Achardo told me they found a car that matched the description of the one with the flashing lights.
The guy that we were interviewing there fit the description of the suspect.
The woman was able to pick Darling out of a photo lineup.
We brought him in, questioned him, and he gave us a confession.
Ending the 3-month search for what officials called a dangerous man. In Laurel County, Katie Cook, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, officials say they believe they know who was driving the car at the time of the attack. They are expecting to make another arrest soon.
It is a pretty chilly day here in the mountains, a little bit on the gloomy side, and with those chilly temperatures, well, snow stayed on the ground for some of us. We'll go ahead and take you up into Pine Mountain on US 119. You can still see the snow just on the grass. Roadways are clear for tonight, but as we head into tomorrow, we'll see most of that melt as we finally get those temperatures a little bit on the warmer side. Clouds starting to clear finally. Looking back at two parts of Lexington and Louisville, you can even see those clouds clearing along I-75. Yes, we're seeing a little bit of that blue pop up, but we definitely didn't see anything touching the ground or any of those snow chances touching the ground this evening. But those temperatures into about the low to mid 30s, right near freezing in Jackson and Pikeville, 30 Wise in Harlan, 34 in Linden, and into parts of Somerset. Wind speeds are going to be moving in from the southwest anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight, so it's actually going to keep us a little bit on the warmer side. Overnight lows really only dropping into about those lower 30s, and with those southwest winds, those will increase as we head into tomorrow, which will bring sunshine and warmer temperatures back into the mountains. And when will we see those scattered rain chances once again? I'll have those details coming up in just a little bit.
Thank you, Paige. Now, a new caucus touring the bluegrass, sitting down with Kentuckians to hear their concerns. A group of Democratic representatives are having roundtable discussions with those wanting to voice their opinions. Tonight, they stopped in Hindman. New at 11, I sat down with two representatives to hear what their priorities they have going into a new legislative session. Kentucky's new legislative session is almost upon us, and a group of Democratic representatives are touring the Commonwealth to make their case for change in Frankfort.
And gives us an opportunity to listen to their concerns.
Representative Sherilyn Stevenson put together the Commonwealth Caucus.
I just love it when people make politics not a spectator sport, when they actually come out and participate.
Traveling from town to town, letting people ask questions.
And what about new revenue streams?
Finding a way to receive input from the people about what they want to see after this past election.
We all would put our swords down and come around the shared values that we have as Kentuckians, that we could invest in our people in the best way possible and make the best Kentucky possible.
Representative Angie Hatton says the caucus is trying to focus on things everyone agrees on, not the hot button issues.
Maybe make up 20% of the issues that we deal with, but they get 100% of the airtime.
She says people are asking questions about pensions, tax cuts, expanding gaming, and education.
But that will be perhaps #1 priority for this new governor.
Hatton hoping Governor-elect Andy Beshear will shake up Frankfort.
They're tired of people just arguing for the public's entertainment when they were sent to Frankfort or Washington to do a job and represent their people.
The Democrats saying they want bipartisan support to make a stronger Kentucky. Now, Representative Hatton did say Republicans were invited to be a part of the roundtable tour, but no one joined. Now, Prestonsburg emergency dispatchers are now working out of a state-of-the-art 911 center with new machines and high-tech desks, including user-specific memory that customizes to the person using the workstations. The dispatch center has been upgraded to handle situations quickly and efficiently. Police Sergeant Ross Shirtliff says it's about keeping the community as safe as possible while helping dispatchers operate at 100%.
Those professionals that sit in that room every day are really the true first responders, and they sit in there for 12 hours at a time. We wanted to make it as worker-friendly as we could.
He says the 6-week project was made possible by the diligent work of dedicated city employees. Now it is Giving Tuesday, and Pikeville Medical Center held a conference to announce a relaunch of their donation platform. It is called the PMC Foundation. The first campaign will raise money for the new children's hospital. CEO Donovan Blackburn says that this will allow an easy avenue for anyone to give back.
This is a way that we can not only give our local people the opportunity to contribute if they desire, but it's also a way, again, to form partnerships with corporate partners or people of wealth that want to make investments.
Officials say there will be more campaign launches in the future featuring other wings of the hospital. If you would like to learn about how you can donate, visit our website, wymt.com. Now, nearing the end of the year, Kentucky Education Commissioner Dr. Wayne Lewis is giving a look ahead to goals for the state's schools. Better test scores and a higher achievement are both top priorities for students. But with a change in the governor's office, Lewis is also looking at a future in his position. Nick Oliver has the details from tonight's State of the Schools address.
Good evening to you. This meeting wrapped up around 6:30. We learned a lot about what's happening inside Kentucky classrooms, as well as the potential future of Kentucky's Department of Education Commissioner, Dr. Wayne Lewis.
Kids' futures, their fates, their lives are dependent on our ability to be grown-ups.
Dr. Wayne Lewis wrapping up his State of Education address with a direct challenge to teachers and school districts across the state. Lewis sharing where Kentucky is, and in this case, stuck. The commissioner sharing some stalling based off ACT studies, K-Prep assessments, and test scores.
I think your reaction to those numbers is probably similar to mine in that they're nowhere near where you would like them to be.
I know what we can do together.
Andy Bashir has been a critic of Dr. Lewis since he began his campaign, even announcing he plans to replace the commissioner. But according to Dr. Lewis, the criticism has always been from a distance. Governor-elect Andy Bashir has never addressed his problems one-on-one.
I've never met the governor-elect. Never had a conversation with him.
Would you be willing to sit down with him?
Sure, I'd sit down and talk to anybody. Any suggestion that I don't have a commitment to public education is flat out ridiculous.
The commissioner says he has met with Andy Bashir's transition team, but says it was a standard meeting, really just requesting paperwork. But as to his future in his own office, only time and post-inauguration will tell.
It's been a long time since I worried about having a job. I don't think that's about to change. Whether I'm the commissioner of education or not, I'm going to be perfectly fine.
In hours, we will learn more. The Kentucky Board of Education will reconvene where they will discuss more topics of what's happening in Kentucky classrooms. For now in Frankfort, Nick Oliver.
Now, Dr. Lewis says if he was to be removed by the governor and ultimately the board, he would have to receive 90 days notice based on his contract. Dr. Lewis has been commissioner since April of 2018. Now, doctors say the holiday season could be causing a negative toll on your emotions. Doctors at Baptist Health Corbin say seasonal depression is in full swing. Some of the signs that you may be experiencing it may be sleeping less or more or eating more. Comfort foods, you can help fight this by light therapy, getting out more, or talking to family and friends.
It's not uncommon. It's not something that's unnatural. We all feel a little bit down in the wintertime. That's just how it is. And it's okay. It's not anything to be ashamed of.
If anyone thinks they are showing these symptoms, you can contact Baptist Health Corbin at 1-800-395-4435. It's officially peak season at UPS, which means millions and millions of packages will start right here in Kentucky and end up all over the world. UPS officials say during peak season from Thanksgiving to Christmas, they see about 4 million packages a day. That's 2 million more than average. To stock up for the extra workload, UPS is looking to hire up to 2,600 people at their Louisville hub to make sure the packages get to their destinations. And today, students at Red River Valley Elementary in Wolfe County had a smile put on their faces by Big Smiles. The mobile dental company travels across the state of Kentucky, providing dental services at no cost. Their motto is to help parents who otherwise would have to leave work, causing students to also miss school. Now, this service in Hazel Green is more than just cleaning teeth.
Wolfe County is a beautiful place and we have a lot to offer, but we do lack in some areas, and services is one of those areas.
Big Smiles provides a follow-up service. They revisit each school after 6 months and more often if necessary. Any school can sign up for their services. And shopping has been the main focus the last few days, but today is about giving. Giving Tuesday is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving every year, and the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky participates. They host funds for nearly 200 nonprofits across the region. Gary Roll with the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky says today is a day that highlights why giving is so important.
The Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky is all about giving. It's about giving back to your community. Sometimes that means you can give your time. Sometimes that means that you can give away a special skill. But today is really about giving away your treasure, money.
Over the last 10 years, the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky has given more than $10 million in grants. Coming up at 11, a pair of murder suspects are on the run in Tennessee. Why 3 jail employees were fired after their escape.
And sunshine and warmer temperatures return for your Wednesday. I'll have those details coming up.